Welcome to this new video about Forza Horizon 6, in which I'm bringing you some gameplay with a new car. It's a car we've never had before in Forza, neither in Horizon nor in Motorsport. I just unlocked it and I wanted to show you some gameplay with it for one very simple reason. This car, the 2022 Honda I, is the very first electric car I've gotten in Forza Horizon 6. By the way, I think it's the only one available in this beta version of the game. There will probably be more when the game is released. For now, though, it's the only one. By the way, here's something pretty funny. There's a little... What is this thing? It's the frunk. The front trunk you find in electric cars. I'm going to show you a bit of gameplay with this car. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Not because I'm a fan of electric cars, I'm not. But mainly because I'm curious to see how electric cars will behave in the game. I'm looking forward to seeing if they've managed to make electric cars more interesting to drive in Horizon 6 than in Horizon 5. Because in Horizon 5, honestly, they were just terrible. So first of all, the first thing is that we don't have the same speedometer. Here, look at the bottom right of the screen. We have a speedometer that goes up to the car's top speed, so 240 just like it should. But if I take another car, I'll switch to a normal car with a real engine. The interface isn't quite the same. You see, here we have a gauge that will show the revs, with the speed displayed in numbers. It's not the same interface as electric cars. On the Honda I, it's different, but I think we have more or less the general interface expected with all electric cars. What I'm really looking forward to seeing is the driving, because in Horizon 5, electric cars are just absolutely terrible. So let's not beat around the bush. They were heavy, they braked poorly, and on top of that, they weren't interesting to drive at all because they really didn't make any sound. Let's see how it goes, since there will be more and better performing electric cars in the final game. Right now, honestly, it's more like the equivalent of a... What adjective could we use? It's really, let's say, the basic runabout. You know, it has 130 horsepower. So let's see. Alright. Well, it's not any louder than on Horizon 5, huh? Yeah, maybe there are other things that make them interesting, we'll see. Just so you know, this is also one of the worst cars in my garage in terms of performance rating. The car is in Class D. It's the first car I have in the game that's really this low. And it's a car that has 130 horsepower and weighs 1,500 kilos. Damn, that's crazy how heavy this car is, even though it's really small. It goes 0 to 100 in 8.8 seconds, and we've hit top speed already. Since the beginning of the gameplay, it's been 151 kilometers per hour. So, let me tell you, at first glance, it seems to accelerate pretty hard for a Class D car. Oh, wow. But it doesn't have much top speed, that's pretty clear. So I say, oh wow, because oh wow, it's heavy, you know? I feel like, guys, unfortunately, just like in real life, in Horizon 6 electric cars are going to be a lot less agile than gas-powered cars. Damn, the way it handles, it's heavy, you know? So, to be fair, for now, like I said, I don't have any other cars in Class D. I don't know what it's like to drive Class D cars in the game. It might be similar with a combustion engine. But here, it still feels heavy in the steering, and it really feels heavy, even when braking. The car has a lot of body roll. On the other hand, I see there's something pretty fun. A regeneration and power button is at the bottom of the screen. So, we'll see how that turns out in the final game. I don't think Forza Horizon 6 will take battery charging or things like that into account. Maybe it will, though. Maybe we'll be able to run out of battery, maybe we'll be able to run out of gas. We don't know. But in any case, there's a little acceleration indicator, and on the left, Regen. The car's battery recharges partly during braking and deceleration, recovering electricity to recharge itself. So at first glance, like this, it doesn't look much better than in Forza Horizon 5, except that we have a special interface and maybe some battery regeneration management. Maybe that will happen with hybrid cars too. But it's true that for now, performance-wise, well, it's not amazing. Still, the car itself is pretty cute. It's a little city car. It's kind of funny with the front, with the round lights both at the front and the rear. It gives it a bit of a symmetrical look. The interior is ultra-modern, featuring screens throughout. Maybe we should return to the garage for better lighting. Maybe we can just customize it. I admit I haven't checked yet since it's not really the kind of car I like. So there's already a body kit. That might improve things a bit. Yeah, okay, it's a bit cooler. Maybe it'll make it look better. Without that, did we have any standard body parts? I'm gonna take a look anyway, because here we have a kit. I don't even know what brand this is, by the way. I'm not familiar with it. If I remove the kit, do I have other parts? Innovate Composite. I've never heard of them. Maybe they do custom work on electric cars. Still, there are other things. We can put it in Honda tuned mode. Official Forza custom too. With the small spoiler in sport mode up front. The adjustable wing from Innovate Composite is good news for handling. We also have the little detail at the back for the sporty touch. You can remove the stripes. Now, that's a bit of a shame. I actually like the stripes, to be honest. And we have the little strips on the side, like citro and cactus. Yeah, I don't know. On one hand, does the body kit make it look sportier or not? It kind of smooths out its personality, you see. We'll keep it like this and see what upgrades we can make to the rest of the car. It's going to be a bit of a first for me to test a tuned electric car on Forza Horizon. In any case, they're really going to have to, well, they need to find a way, rather, in the coming years to make these cars interesting to drive in games. Because there's a good chance we'll see more and more of them in games as the years and decades go by. So we'll have to find something that makes cars more fun to drive. Because otherwise, racing games will just become a bit bland. But when you start it, wait, it goes... Not the same sound as in the garage. In the garage, it makes that sound, you know, kind of like a Zoe. A sort of organ-like proximity sound to indicate that the car is there. But maybe it does that outside too. I didn't pay attention. We'll go back and test that later. Anyway, I'm just finishing up improving the car first. Keep in mind that, originally, this car is rear-wheel drive. You can upgrade its stock batteries to 174 horsepower, but we won't, since spending money for just 40 more horsepower isn't worth it. But I saw that you can swap it. Can you swap electric cars now in Forza 2? And we'll be able to install it, of course, there you go. That's how electric cars cheat. We put huge engines in them, because now I can install an engine that costs 64, but we're going to have to farm a bit. So I can confirm that when stopped, the cars do make noise. They make a kind of organ sound, like inside the garage actually. But when you're driving, those sounds vanish. I think it's like in real life. There are sounds like that, and they have a special name. They're pedestrian warning sounds. You know, it's mandatory for electric cars, so that pedestrians can hear these cars when they're nearby. Ultimately, the sound doesn't come from the engine, but usually from the car's speakers. Here, when we start accelerating, at about 30 to 35 kilometers per hour, the sound fades because it ultimately doesn't matter. Then, regarding the sound of electric cars, I don't know if it's because we've improved it or something, but I find that they sound a bit louder than before. But then again, it's true that earlier we were also in the city. Here, there's road noise that's a bit louder in the background. So, it's better. And there you go. That's really the typical Forza Horizon thing. Electric cars. The only way to make them fun is to give them 1,000 horsepower, because actually, the engine, either it's limited to 690 horsepower, or you can upgrade it, and it gets to 1,100 horsepower. And then, obviously, what do you want to do? This car, in my opinion, in its category, we'll see in the final game. But I think it's going to be overpowered because I don't really see any other sporty compact that could do better than this one. We'll see, by the way. Is it the sound? Oh yeah, so when you change the engine, the spaceship sound. Oh wow. Oh wow. I was going to say, the spaceship sound disappears. Oh damn, this is going to be hard to drive. But what's going on? Oh right, we're on slick tires. And the road is wet. And slicks on a wet road don't grip. So now, we're going to adjust the car a bit. We're going to increase the top speed because right now, guys, this is lame. With this much power, only hitting 150 is a bit lame. I think we're going to aim for it ourselves. Well, the max we can aim for, you know. We'll see about that. We'll test it on different things and compare it to a gas-powered one. We're going to test, for example, the drag race. Normally, with a drag race, an electric car is supposed to do well because usually the start is almost immediate with the torque and everything. We're testing it here, even though it's raining and we lack the right tires. It's more to get a sense of the overall acceleration than to do something crazy. I'll be able to compare it a bit to, well, the Supra I used, with which we set, like, a world record. Come on, let's go! Well, the rain obviously isn't helping here. Oh, but what's going on? So, the rain doesn't help. But it's true that once you get going, the acceleration still continues pretty easily up to high speeds. Oh, definitely. Even if we had a rough launch, taking that into account, I think I'll take my GTR, which has 1,000 horsepower. It clearly destroys it. On the other hand, it's super hard to drive. I don't know where that comes from. We might need minor differential tweaks, but so far, I've never had this issue, even after driving several cars in the game with over 1,000 horsepower. And this one, it just takes off right away, you know? And here, though, the road isn't wet anymore. So, that's the thing with electric cars. The torque is available super early, actually, instantly. And obviously, it puts a lot of strain on the tires. Also, it's true that this one is rear-wheel drive. It's not an all-wheel drive electric car, this one. So, for it, since it's very short, with smaller wheels. The wheels, well, they're already small rims, but on top of that, they're pretty narrow tires. Handling that much power in a car like this, it's definitely crazy. It's going to be hard for it to use its full power. Let's say below 250 kilometers per hour, I think. On the other hand, it's true that for this kind of acceleration, it's good. It brakes much better now that we've cut weight and improved the car. I believe the performance gap between combustion engines and electric cars will narrow in Forza Horizon 6. Now, the big question is, will it be fun to play? Because if it's just fast, we know what players will do with it. So honestly, it's better than I thought it would be after upgrading. Stock, honestly, I was a bit worried about how it would turn out. I really thought it was kind of a dud. But now, honestly, it's okay, like mid-tier. We'll see how it goes. Whoa, it's sliding. We'll see. Meanwhile, I suggest we do a straight line test. Let's see the top speed of this thing. I hope you enjoyed this little video review of the Honda i on Forza Horizon 6. If you did, as usual, show it by leaving a like. Subscribe, and let me remind you that Horizon 6 is 30% cheaper. My instant gaming link is in the pinned comment below the video. So don't hesitate, whoa, wow! Feel free to use it to support my channel. And also, just a little reminder, you'll find next to it my Twitch link, which lets you join my Twitch channel for the next live streams. Feel free to follow and subscribe with Prime. It's appreciated and supports me for free. It goes up to 300 pretty easily. However, after that, compared to my GTR, which really pulls hard, all the way to 350, that's a bit less true here. But the top speed is not bad at all. So still, 360 wasn't a sure thing with this car. Alright, I'll stop here. See you soon for a new video. Bye!